Hello and welcome to Trojan Talk. I'm your host, Aaron Taylor. They'll be talking with SGA President Cody Farrill about his aspirations for this school year and this semester. And Cody, thanks for joining me here today.
Well, thank you.
And as I mentioned, it is a new semester.
Yes.
We're in the fall right now, and your first term, official term as president. So tell us a little about, I guess, your aspiration, your expectations, and maybe some things you hope to accomplish, and maybe some things you already have accomplished up to this point. So.
Okay, well, it is really exciting to be back for the fall semester. Unfortunately, this summer I was in D.C. most of the summer, so I wasn't able to be here in Troy, but we still got a lot of work done this summer. So I guess we'll start with what the SGA has already accomplished, which most people probably already know about. We were able to institute the Athletic Affinity Program, now called TAP, the Trojan Affinity Program. And with that, students now will swipe into all games. And also with that, that means that you must have a current ID to get into an athletic event. So it'll be time for our alumni to purchase tickets. But also with that, then partnering with the UAC with the new student tailgate experience, having pep rallies moved to Fridays at 5:30, also working with them, having concerts after that and into the next game day, and really just getting that whole experience done to make us feel more like we already are a big school, but get the attitude of a big school.
And of course, you're talking about that transition to the Friday pep rally and the concerts and things like that, and also it incorporates the visitors that are coming to town.
Right.
But how does that help to focus more of the attention on the game day experience?
The idea is that students, a lot of students were tailgating at their perspective, maybe fraternity or sorority houses or their student religious centers, possibly even in their dormitory. So the idea is bringing it all into one central location. In years past, it's been the Shack Quad, but the Shack Quad's just not quite big enough. And the same idea, doesn't give you the idea that you're at an athletic event. So getting it closer to the new arena, it's just pulling people closer to the stadium is the idea. And then hopefully, in some days' time, the Trojan Walk will be moved, and eventually when that north end zone is finally completed, the entire game day experience should flip. So what we're doing is just starting now what should continue for years to come.
And good experience out there. And of course, for those who are unfamiliar, we're moving this area to the new fields that were built behind Trojan Arena.
Right.
So an opportunity for a new place, a new experience, and closer to the stadium, which is going to make it, I would think, even better for students.
And with that, the downtown Troy still does have a tailgate, which we fully support. And with that, we'll offer a shuttle system between the alumni house to downtown back and forth, so students can enjoy the downtown merchants while still tailgating with students.
So now, that's some of the things you've already accomplished. Now,
right.
I would think that you are not done yet.
Oh,
Knowing you, Cody, that you've got some other things that you've got on your plate you're working on. What are some things you're looking at?
A big thing I'm still working on, and I want all students to realize, is we do need a new student recreation facility at Troy University. We do a great job at recruiting students, but like I said in my campaign, there have to be more outlets for student life here on campus in order to keep students here and not transfer back to universities such as South Alabama, UAB, Auburn, Alabama. Those are our big competitors, and it's important for us to offer those facilities so it can be competitive. Next week, the SGA will officially draft a resolution to bring about discussions for a new student wellness center or a student union, depending on the way the SGA wants to go. If we want to request an entire new student center with new dining, new SGA offices, new wellness, fitness, or just a fitness center. That'll depend on what the SGA decides. We're also working on, I just really want to stress to students, about parking, things of that nature, or with the wellness center, really anything of that nature, you have to voice your own opinion. So we can do all we can to voice it to university officials, but in order for things to truly change, it's going to take students calling those departments themselves, really getting that talking going. If we can have 6,000 students on this campus talking about a rec center and talking about parking, it'll happen a lot quicker as we are the customer of the university.
And now, of course, another opportunity for students to get involved will be to be a part of SGA and to be a part of the meetings as well. Right. So tell us a little about how students can get more involved and utilize the SGA.
Okay. Well, this year we're starting constituent surveys. So you'll start seeing senators working in the SGA office from 9 to 4 every day. So there'll be one senator in the office every hour if an exec member's not there. With that point, they'll be going around campus getting students to fill out concerns and needs, what they want, what they'd like to see. Of course, we'd love for everyone to come to our meeting, TC 119, 6:30s on Tuesdays, but it doesn't stop there. So it's going to take us as the SGA going out into the residence halls and figuring out what students truly want so we can make it happen.
And of course, if anyone is interested in coming by, once again, where's the SGA office?
Okay, it's in 215 of the Trojan Center. If you go past Barnes & Noble's down the hallway, it's the first set of glass doorways on the left.
And if anyone needs to voice some concerns, if it's not a meeting, they
can parking
ticket, anything like that, that's where they would need to go.
Right.
But it's a place where they can find their representative at some point during the day.
Right, and also that is also acts as our student involvement office, so it does serve as the home of our 160 365 organizations. So if you're looking for something to get involved in that maybe doesn't take as much time as the SGA, or something that you'd like to work with the SGA starting a new university organization, you would do that as well.
All right, well, Cody, sounds like you've got some big plans still in place, and here's hoping that you're able to accomplish some of those goals. I want to thank you for joining me today and look forward to hearing from you again here.
All right, that sounds good.